If you have already subscribed, then click the bell icon to get instant notifications when I put a new video up. Do it now. What's up guys, I am Rob. Welcome to my channel where we make awesome things. Now a lot of you keep asking for superhero DIYs, so I'm making one today that's kinda super and pretty awesome. I am making a Captain America mini shield thrower gun. Wow, that sounds amazing. Here's a fun fact. Did you guys know that Captain America's shield was originally star-shaped? I bet you didn't. You're welcome. Here's another fun fact. Did you guys know that I have another YouTube channel? That's right, a new YouTube channel, Rob in the Hood, where I put up a new video every Tuesday. So do subscribe to that channel too, so you can watch whatever is happening in my life. And this channel is dedicated to just all the art projects and DIYs that I do for you guys. So get ready, it's time for some DIY. Why? Because I love it. Alright, let's get started. So to make the shooter or the gun, I am using sunboard pieces. So I have two pieces here that are 5 by 4 inches and one that is 6 by 4 inches. So this will basically become the base of the gun. So what we'll do is, we'll use these two pieces for the top and bottom and we'll sandwich this piece in the middle, kind of like that. So this will become the trigger to shoot your mini shields. I'll show you how. So first we need to cut this piece. We need to cut two 1/2 inch strips on either side. So let's take a marking. Now we need to cut it cleanly. To cut it, I'm using an X-Acto knife. There you go. So you can see I have cut the two 1/2 inch strips and now we will glue these on the sides like this. Now to stick them in place, I'm using a hot glue gun. I'm not applying hot glue at the bottom because the strip is a little extra and we'll cut that extra bit out later. Now before I stick the other 1/2 inch strip, I'll place this trigger in the middle so that we know the exact position. Okay, now again I'll apply some glue on the strip. Okay, let's stick this in place and we are done. Now you can see we have this channel in the middle where this trigger can move smoothly. Now let's cut these extra bits out. Alright, we are done. Our base is clean. Now we can take this other piece and stick it on the top. But before I do that, I need to make a little cavity from where we can load our mini shields. Now to take the marking of the cavity, I am using toilet paper roll. This will act as a container to hold the mini shields. So now I'll hold this in the middle of this piece and I'll take a marking with a pencil. So once I cut it, you'll see that the mini shield will go through and land in this channel. Okay, so let's cleanly cut this. And we are done. So you can see, and now we have a clean cavity. Okay, so our top piece is ready and now we can stick it right here. But before that, I'll stick this tube to this cavity so that we have a container that holds all our shields. But before I do that, I want to make a little opening on either side so that you can see all the shields that are loaded in this. So on this, I'll make a 1 centimeter slit. So let's take some measurements. So I'm going to leave a little bit of gap here because if I cut the whole strip out, then the tube will just open up and I don't want that. So once you're done with the marking, just cut it out cleanly. I'm doing this with scissors. Okay, so one slot is done. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we are done. So our slots or slits are ready. So now we will stick this in place. There you go, we are done. Now we can stick this piece on the top. So let's stick this in place. Okay, so you can see that our shooter or gun is ready with this container on top, and this will become the trigger. To make the mechanism, we first need to attach a little handle to the trigger. So for that, I have these two 1-inch strips that I'll stick on the top and bottom. Okay, let's stick these 1-inch strips to our trigger. And there you go. So let's slide this in, and look at that, we have a nice clean handle to hold, which also acts like a stopper, so this doesn't go beyond this, so it stops here. And if you see through this cavity, it will still hit the shield or disc that you put inside, and it'll shoot it out. Okay, so this is done. Now what we'll do is we will make some grooves for the rubber band that will come on the trigger and our gun, which will be basically the mechanism to basically create some tension with the trigger to shoot the shields. So first we take this and we'll get the middle. So this is a 3-inch piece, so I'll take a marking at 1.5 inches right here. So I have a marking here. Now using my X-Acto knife, I'm going to create a small groove. So you can see we have a groove here right in the middle. Now we also need to make 2 more grooves on either side of this shooter. So again, I'll use my X-Acto knife and I'll make some grooves. Okay, we are done. So we have 2 grooves on this side and 1 right here. Okay, so let's attach the trigger to the shooter. So now we'll take rubber bands to create some tension. So I have these big rubber bands. Now to create some more tension, I'm going to double them up and then attach them like this to the shooter. And as you can see, because of these grooves, you can attach the rubber band very easily and it won't even slip or move. So this side it's done. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. And there you go. Now if you pull this, you can see there's so much tension that the trigger gets pulled back. Now to make the shields, again you can use a sunboard or mount board like this. You can cut these round discs. All you have to remember is that the size of the disc should match the size of the cavity or the channel here. Okay, so we'll bring in the discs later. First, I'll remove the rubber band and we'll give it a nice coat of color. Now to paint this, you can use acrylic colors or markers or poster colors, whatever you like. I am going to paint this using acrylic colors, and I'm going to do this in my cool editing style. So let's do it. Okay, we are done. Look at that. There's a nice clean coat of color. And also while I was coloring this, I just rounded the edges so that the trigger looks slightly smoother. There you go. So let's put our rubber bands back on this. There you go. So our shooter or the gun is ready. But like I said, this will be a Captain America mini shield shooter. So this should look like a Captain America shooter gun. For that, I made these mini Captain America shields out of chart paper, and I'm going to stick the shields on either side of my container. And there you go, with that paper shield. Now this looks like a Captain America shooter. Now let's bring in our mini shields. So I have made few, but obviously you can see that these look pretty plain. They look like regular discs, but you can paint them and make them look like Captain America shields like this. And there you go, we have Captain America mini shields. So I painted these using acrylic colors, so you can do the same. So now we can load these in our container. Let's try shooting some shields. Guys, this is not only fun to make, but also super fun to play with. I absolutely love it. Thank you for suggesting to make one of these. That's what I like, guys. You know, I like reading your comments, I like reading your suggestions or your advice or your feedback on my videos. So keep doing that. Also, if you found this helpful, then don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, awesome. And if you haven't, then what are you waiting for? You saw what we made It's awesome, and we keep making fun and awesome stuff in this space. So do it now. Now you subscribe to my new channel, Rob in the Hood. And if you have already subscribed to that too, then you're my best homie. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in my new video, Tuesdays on Rob in the Hood and Wednesdays in this space, Mad Stuff with Rob. And in the end, like I always say, do good and be good. Peace.